Let's talk about something I wholeheartedly agree with Naresh Bhatt's lawyer on. This person said for a government-appointed defense attorney, he's doing a really good job, and I agree. So Naresh Bhatt has a public defender, Mr. Ben Alverham, and he is, from what I can tell, a very competent lawyer. And a lot of people are mad about that. If you look at my comments, you'll see person after person saying that they don't understand how the attorney can sleep at night, or that Naresh doesn't deserve, somebody to defend him like this. And I very much disagree with those statements. I think that Mr. Ben Alverham and defense attorneys like him can sleep at night because they are doing the job that they are supposed to be doing. And they're representing people who have a constitutional right to representation. And I think that's very important. And I'm glad that he's so good at his job, because defense attorneys defend a lot of people who are actually not guilty. Do I think that's the case here? No, I do think his client's guilty, but I'm still glad that he's doing a good job defending him, because when all of this wraps up and is all said and done, the last thing that we want is any reason for Naresh to be able to appeal his conviction because of ineffective assistance of counsel. In my opinion, this is such a slam dunk case that I don't want to see it ruined by an attorney who does a poor job. And that's why this upcoming Franks hearing is so frustrating, because the police screwed up. And I happened to be, when I was in the courthouse, I happened to be around Naresh's lawyer prior to the hearing. And I heard him talking to somebody about the Franks motion. And he was like, all the cops had to do was just not lie. It's not that hard to not lie. They take a whole oath. And, that's not an exact quote, but it was very close to what he said. And I completely agree with him. I personally do believe that the detective who wrote that on the arrest warrant that there were drag marks leading outside knew at the time that there were not drag marks leading outside. I don't think it was a mistake. And I think that Mr. Ben Alverham is the type of person who just has a deeply innate sense of fairness and justice. And he believes that this was not a fair or just action. And I completely agree with him. I really do think that ultimately this isn't really going to affect Naresh's case. I don't think the arrest warrant's going to get thrown out. I don't think any search warrants are going to get thrown out because of this. But I think it's also important for him to have on the record and to argue in court that this police officer lied. And I don't see a problem with that. People need to be held accountable no matter what side you're on.